I feel like kind of like going on a rant forever. I guess one of the things I wanted to rant about is dating. Dating is bullshit. I'm just gonna say that right up front. It is fucking bullshit. And here's why. I hate meeting with people. I hate going out on dates with the expectation that it's gonna turn into something. How do I explain this? It's like when you go on a date, there's an expectation of, let's find out if we're romantically compatible, you know? Whereas if you just meet somebody, like at random, there isn't that expectation. I find that they're calling it a date beforehand creates so much tension and pressure, and you're just looking, you're especially just looking at yourself and analyzing the other person, trying to assess the percentage of likeliness that sex is going to ensue as a result of this interaction. It's fucking retarded. I hate it. So I hate going on dates. I'm even at the point where I hate even not only just going on dates, but I hate even flirting with a person. I hate even, I don't know, being coy with somebody. Like, sometimes I even hate like talking to people that are even going to remotely think that I'm sexually interested in them, because then they're just going to try to impress me. And trying to impress me is the exact opposite thing that you can do to impress me. Because trying to impress me implies that you're being dishonest, and dishonesty doesn't impress me at all. I'm really sick of everyone fucking trying to, you know, like puff up like a fucking peacock, trying to like put their best fucking traits on display and be like, oh, look at me, fucking hop onto my dick. Like, I'm sick of this bullshit. Like, just be your fucking self. Everyone's all like, starved for love and sex and all this bullshit. It's not that fucking important, okay? I mean, biologically I know it's important, because we have to perpetuate our species and all that crap. But, I mean, seriously, enlighten yourselves. Like, fucking use your brain. Like, I mean, if it's really sex that you want, you just want to fucking get laid, hire a prostitute, okay? I'm not a prostitute. I'm going to say this straight right up right now. I'm not into casual sex. And as an idea, I am. Honestly, I have nothing against casual sex, but I'm shy, and I'm really not interested in having sex if there isn't some emotional pleasure in it for me also. Just having a dick rammed into me, boring. Like, there's no emotional compatibility. My partner's obviously not going to know what I like, so what's the point? I could just masturbate and be more gratified. That's just my opinion for me. I don't care. You have casual sex if you enjoy it. Have the fuck at it, and maybe someday I'll prove myself wrong, and I'll go and have casual sex. It'll be fucking amazing. I'm not really limiting myself. If I felt like having sex with somebody and I didn't have a severe emotional bond with them, like if I was really like wanted it, I would do it. I'm not saying I'll never have casual sex, but I never have, just because it doesn't like really appeal to me, you know? Like, you know, I hate that I talk like that. I hate that everyone talks like that. I hate it. Ugh. That's a habit of this generation. Like, everyone's like, you know, like, ugh, I hate it. It really makes people seem ineloquent. I'm in these stupid first-year classes at this crowd-ass university. Local university, Christian university. It's cheap. Cheap for university. Okay, note to self. Do not go in a rant about post-secondary education and how pointless and expensive it is, and what fucking ripoff it is. Do not do that. We'll save that for another time. So there are all these kids in my classes that just got out of high school, and I don't know if it's just that I don't remember high school very well because it's been so long since I was there, or if high school is really just turning out a bunch of dumb shit nowadays. I feel old saying that. But all these kids fucking put up their fucking hands to say the stupidest fucking things. Like, I know, maybe that's just me being a little bit of an elitist, but, I mean, for Christ's sake, in my anthropology class we watched a video of a certain tribal ritual whereby the tribe gathers and the men lead the group, and they all proceed to the water. They get in up to their knees or whatever, and the men do a dance, and then the women submerge themselves momentarily, kind of like a baptism slash, I don't know, rite of passage. But afterwards, we were posed the question to come up with some ways that we felt the ritual was influenced by the environment in which it took place. And not just the specific ritual, but the culture of the people as a whole. How is culture influenced by the environment, the physical environment in which the people live? And this girl put up her hand, and I think it might be a bit sadder to mention that we were working in groups, and this girl was chosen as the spokesman of her group. So on behalf of her group of 4 or 5 people, she put up her hand and said, pretty much verbatim, this. So we noticed that, like, the tribe, like, they started out in, like, the village, and then they went down to, like, the water, and that was it. That was what she said. That was a cold, hard observation, inarguable. Anybody with eyes could have said that. But it contained no postulating about how the environment, the physical environment, influenced the ritual or the people. It was just like a description of the physical environment. It was like, if I were to ask, how does sunshine affect plants? And you say, well, I noticed that, like, the plants are in the sunshine. No shit. Fuck off. Ugh. And another day I was in philosophy class, and the prof was talking about Parmenides and his... I actually don't really remember what he was talking about. So, the prof was talking about Parmenides, and he's talking about the concept of something versus nothing. And this girl puts up her hand and says, but what if nothing is actually something? Very good. Did you read that off of a cereal box when you were 6 years old? The sandbox philosophy. That's not even a thoughtful or a thought-provoking question. That's just something that you would that's just something that you ponder if you want your brain to go around in circles forever. You know what the word something means. You know what the word nothing means. I mean, these are commonly accepted definitions. We understand that nothing's universal, but, I mean, come on, let's let some things just be what they are, okay? Like, just accept that you know the idea of nothing, and you know the idea of something are polar opposites. And don't try and fuck around with that. You're just going to make life harder for yourself. You're just going to make comprehension impossible. If you question the semantics of every fucking word, and every concept that we as a species have defined, albeit loosely, and whose definitions we've agreed upon for millennia, something and nothing. I mean, you're a fucking first-year kid in a philosophy class, you think you're gonna start some domino chain revolution that's gonna cause the definitions of something and nothing to topple Fuck you. Fuck, I'm angry. I apologize if there were any incomplete trains of thought in this video, but it's now 5 a.m. and I'm just really tired, man. So I don't even really remember all of what I talked about, I don't think.